Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's October 24th, and right now we're looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. You can clearly see this powerful jet stream pointed across the Pacific Ocean at the west coast of North America. We've got this mid-latitude cyclone under development here. We should have an under development sign on this. You can see it spinning up. And we've also got this atmospheric river that is pushing through British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, eventually moving down towards California as we go through the day today. It'll be bringing some precipitation amounts mainly across northern areas, perhaps as far south as the Bay Area as well. And then we've got another system back here that'll be moving towards Northern California. Could bring some blustery conditions as we go through later portions of the weekend. Some mount snows as well. So we'll also take a look at the wave action coming up on the coastline here as well. Now, if you want a nice affordable home weather station, this is really the one to get for the price. I mean, you can spend thousands of dollars on a nice weather station, but you can get this one for much cheaper there. It's a very fun weather station. You can see, you can zoom in on here. Just a lot of different things, everything you'd expect a weather station to do. It's all solar powered. It's all wireless. And yeah, it's even got a haptic rain gauge, ultrasonic anemometer for wind speed. Now, taking a look here at gusty winds, this is Reno, Nevada. So across some of the higher terrain, we've got some pretty strong winds rolling in here. You can see gusts to 65 along some of the wind-prone locations. Highway 395, 580, blowing dust is possible near dry lake beds, sinks, wave heights, Pyramid Lake and Lake Tahoe, and gusts to 45 miles per hour for Lake Tahoe specifically. So nice stuff from the National Weather Service, Reno, Nevada. It does cover portions of California, as I've mentioned before. And also you can see we've got some high wind watches, wind advisories. Wairika is included in that. And again, some of the higher terrain across Northeast California. And we've also got the beach hazard statements. We're going to have elevated wave action down much of the coastline down towards Point Conception over the next few days. Again, watch out for that sneaker wave threat. Don't be fooled by an ocean that looks calm. Again, there can be a period of time where you're getting that lull before some of the bigger waves roll in. And a lot of times those sneaker waves do not come head on. They come swooping down the beach from the side at you. A lot of people don't even see them, or by the time they do, it is too late. We've already lost one person on the Oregon coast this year. So taking a look at what's going on here, you can see that frontal system pushing on into western Washington as we speak, then Oregon, and then California. Our turn goes through the afternoon today. You can see that precipitation pushing down across the region. We go on in towards tomorrow morning. Looks like some point tomorrow morning it starts to rain across the Bay Area. You can see that deep low up into the Pacific Northwest. And then you see the development of the next storm out here off the Pacific Ocean, and you can see that moving in. It's got a decent pressure gradient. We'll bring some gusty conditions, another round of precipitation, perhaps some higher elevation snowfall as well. We're talking about a few inches, nothing too extreme, but it will be coming in as we go through the day on Sunday, and then maybe another deep low out here. I don't know if this is scheduled to clip portions of Northern California. It may not, or just may briefly clip some of the northern areas there towards Crescent City, but we'll be watching that one over the next couple days as well. Now, looking across the Pacific Ocean, we got Japan to the far left, Hawaiian Islands bottom center, and there's California to the right. So if we put this into motion, you can see again our strong jet stream right here. There goes system number one. As we continue on, it'll be embedded in here as we go through the day Sunday. But yeah, very powerful jet stream. Kind of an interesting look at how this jet stream propagates across the Pacific Ocean. Been watching this jet extension for almost probably over a week now, actually, and you can really see how it's ramped up here, moving south of the Gulf of Alaska. Now, if we take a look here at the European model, I want a little bit closer of a view here. And if we go on in through the day on Saturday, you can see some rain moving towards the Bay Area, Sacramento. It starts to lose its punch when it gets down towards the central coast, but then the next system rolls in. That could bring some rain down towards the Bay Area as well. But this also way back a little bit of a windy punch, and you can see some snow flying for the higher terrain, Siskiyous, Klamath Range, Cascades. And it may briefly bring some winter driving conditions down towards Siskiyou past their California, Oregon border. But then we scroll on to the extended forecast. We get a little bit of a break as we go through the extended. I'll keep watching here as we go through the next few days, however, to see if something is going to change. Now, total precipitation in inches, we scroll through. There's the first punch and then the secondary punch as we go through the day on Sunday. You can see the bigger amounts across Northwest California, Northern Sacramento Valley here, and the Bay Area, man, it's right on the cutoff there. You're going to get a quarter of an inch, a tenth of an inch. Yeah, model's still in some disagreement on just how much is going to fall, but you can see across the central coast and places further south, absolutely nothing in the way of precipitation. So also wind speed, as we go on through the day on Saturday, you can see the winds ramping up here. So probably Saturday right around noon, you're getting some gusty winds in the Sacramento Valley, higher terrain. That's why the wind advisories are up. And you can see some stronger winds up towards the Oregon coast and just clipping northwest California. Then we go on in through Sunday. And you can see our next little buzzsaw out there moving towards the coastline. You can kind of watch out for some stronger wind gusts there towards, Mendocino and Humboldt County, right along the coastal areas, maybe even a little bit further south than that, and some gusty winds across the higher terrain yet again as we go through the day on Sunday. Now, accumulated 10-meter max wind gusts. I'll just scroll through here, and you can see the culmination of the next two storms. And again, some areas of the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada, Northeast California here, some stronger wind gusts, especially for the higher terrain. Now, total snow 10-to-1 ratio. If I scroll through here and we go through the day on Monday, you can see a few inches for some of the higher terrain. This is not a big snowstorm or anything like that, but you could run into some wintry driving conditions across the higher terrain here. So maybe some the snow levels dropping down towards 4,500 feet in some of the extreme cases. Now, also wave action. And as we go on in through the day today, you can kind of see the wave action increase a bit there, and then it increases again on Saturday going on into Sunday. So I would consider this Point Conception north all the way through Northern California, the Bay Area. Just keep in mind that we have increased wave action as we go on in through this weekend. So do not turn your back on the ocean. Don't bring children and pets into the surf zones. Be careful out there because some strong storms are definitely kicking off some wave action towards the state of California as we go through this weekend. Now, something interesting here. This is percent of average precipitation over the last 3 months. You can see California doing pretty good. I mean, there's some select areas that are below normal here, but overall speaking, that's pretty good for the last 3 months. So glad to see that. And, hopefully we can get some storms to continue to roll through the fall and the winter months and keep this going. But yeah, that's nice to see. You can see plenty of areas up over 200, even some areas up over 400% of normal since July 26. This is temperature over the last 3 months. Also, you can kind of see how a lot of the state's been slightly above, but there is a pretty good swath of below normal. So kind of a mixed bag, but nothing too extreme either way. Pacific Northwest has been much warmer, and some of the Southwest as well. The Four Corners region has been above normal. Colorado, New Mexico, a lot of Arizona also. But California, not too bad overall. Everything taken into consideration. Check out the Patreon page if you like. Click on that link down below to get one of those weather stations. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.